It's so funny as you come into town. This guy in front of this car in front of me was just getting tailgated like hell by this guy in front of him. And he just pulled over to let the guy by him, and then he starts tailgating the heck out of him. It's just like total road rage. Because driving out through here in the country, just gotta love Hemet and San Jacinto. There he is. Look and see if he gets really close. Look at how close he is. He's like right on that guy's butt. I mean, you can see him just brake checking every once in a while because he's so close to him. Because the guy was doing it to him, so he's like, all right, I'll just do it back. Whatever. I'll just stay clear from him. I got you guys on heavy zoom, so I'm way back from them. I'll just let them play their games. Anyway, we'll get into town here, and we should just call this really Hemet San Jacinto. It should be all one word. I have no idea why there's two separate cities here. Oh man, that was close. I'm just waiting for him to give him a little bump or something, you know? I mean, he's literally right on his butt. It just makes no sense at all. The guy could just sit there and ride my back bumper. I'd just slow down and make sure I have plenty of distance. Whatever. What a moron. Anyway, the good old Hemet road rage on the road going into town is just lovely. All right, gotta love it. Bring it back in if there's a wreck. In fact, so many times this is Ramona Expressway, there's been accidents on here, head-on collisions from these knuckleheads and the way they drive. You know what? Oh, he goes back behind the guy and brake checks him some more. He wouldn't even pass him. But they've got like they put these curbs in the middle of the road because people were just constantly passing in the oncoming traffic, and there was just like a death like every week or something. So they just decided finally to put a curb in all the way. God, you just gotta love these people. San Jacinto. Just lovely. As we enter into the town, I'm coming through the back way because they have a road that's closed up here, so got to go around a few things. There's some nicer homes and then some just absolute shite. A little on the bright side, but it's not too bad really. You know, I'm not really certain why they have two different cities here. I think back in the old days, they used to have a big separation of town. Now it's just kind of all blends together. But we'll try and separate them a little. Yeah, just love the yard parking around here. It is everywhere. And you got more over here too, and a rental out back. Lovely. Oh wow, it looked like a tent for rent out back. See, you guys, you got to get the right idea. Just pave the whole front yard, then you can park anywhere as you want. Ooh, lovely. Thank you. And that building's not closed. It's just, you know, renovation, I'm sure. And neither is this place. It's just up for a remodel. I'm absolutely sure of that. Huh. That's interesting. Is that like a high-powered scooter or something? Or don't know. Ice cream, anyone? Truck's a little dirty, but, you know, they got ice cream. See? You need one of these guys. Oh, I had to catch this guy. Just riding a mini bike right through town. Great. Let's go to the store on it. Oh, the downtown is lovely of San Jacinto. For lease, boarded up and broken. Lovely. Coin and jewelry. Maybe that's the place you can trade it in. I'm pretty sure you can get money for gold there. And I call most of the people around here Hemites. They seem to have some interesting people too. But there's a lot of good people, and I just want to say real quick, it's not all shite, okay? There are some good areas in all these towns, but if you're gonna come out here to live, honestly, come out here, spend some time, go there at night. If you're going into a neighborhood, you might think the neighborhood looks good. It might look good, and you go there at night, and honestly, it is totally different, especially on a Friday like today. Ew. Why would they paint it that dark? It just looks terrible. And in California, you're going to see a lot more roofs like this with this Title 24 roofing thing. Ridiculously expensive to get a roof now. Thank you, Gavin Newsom, for putting that law into place. That'll be lovely for these people who can't afford to do their roofs. Well, this one burnt down. Wonder what was in there. Golly. That is wrecked. Right next to a duplex. Yes, that's probably why. Oh, I was driving home last night, had a little too much to drink, and I just left my car there. It's fine. But this guy lives in is that a tent? Oh my God. And how many cars were in that yard? Interesting. Well, it's been a while since I've been to San Jacinto, and I'm kind of shocked. It's pretty bad. It's changed quite a bit. What's going on with this guy? Is he just like homeless or just cruising in his wheelchair? I don't know. Hard to say. It looked like maybe he was a little lost. Didn't look like he had a home. Here's our mini bike again. Just commute. It's fine. Right down the road. It's not illegal. Sure. And again, today I'm in the non-tinted windows version of this, so yeah, I'm kind of exposed. But I'm not as worried about Hemet in San Jacinto as some of the other cities I've been in. But I'm getting a little more worried as I go through this town because it seems to be a little rougher than I imagined last time I was here. It was not like this. The bad boys talking to somebody. Who knows what's going on there? Ooh. Oh my God. The whole front of that was covered in a tarp. I don't know what was going on there. This one's got a board on one of the windows at least. Wow. This kind of tells you if you live in one of those really nice homes, these guys aren't very far away. It's within walking distance of your house. So keep that in mind if you're coming out here to buy. San Jacinto. Love the yards. They really are so manicured. Hey, foil in the window. Keeps the sun out. Pretty good. Oh, anyone need a couch? There's one sitting there, or maybe that's just a sitting place for the evenings. It's only got, a few mice living in it. No trespassing. I think that one's empty. God, the condition of it was lovely. Just had peeling paint everywhere. Not liking your color too much. I think you'd tone it down a little, but might be better. Well, so far, the good thing I have to say about this part of town is I haven't seen very much litter. Maybe there was a windstorm that just came through town, or maybe these people actually pick it up. Nice. Oh yeah, they got one of these guys. Surprised? Need some cash? Just come on over and get your loans cash. Cash in your car, turn your title in, get some money. Gotta support that drug habit somehow. But listen, not everybody lives out here as a drug addict, okay? And not everybody here is homeless, and not everybody here is a gang member. Let's just get that right. And the condition of the rest of the shopping center is lovely. That hasn't been painted in at least 20 years. Empty. Maybe it's empty. I don't know. There's empty ones, and we have a housing shortage? Interesting. This guy looks a little bit rough, but maybe normal. Who knows? Another empty one. Holy crap. Oh, just love that fence. That is beautiful. Oh, how'd you like to sit out front in one of those chairs and enjoy your day? Well, I gotta tell you, the trailer parks are in just absolute amazing condition. If you can't see that, that is just lovely. Oh, and that's got real trailers in it. Oh, these are all trailer parks. This has got to be absolutely crime-free. I would just bring in the welcome mat. Conveniently located to the Dollar General. Lovely. And another check cashing place. And right when you get done cashing your check, you can go to the smoke shop. Get your smokes, go on home, cash your check, you're good to go. God, this guy gets around. He's been all over the area and I've seen sheriffs and everything. Nobody does anything about it. It's fine. You just park it in the yard. Even if you work for the city, it's okay. And look at this house. Oh my God, they look so deserted. Just everybody's got these hoodies on too. Hoodie, mask, and backpack scary. I wanted to describe this place. It's kind of cringy. Yikes. Oh. People live in that house? Holy crap. These used to be like 55 and over. They had their little shuffleboard court and all that. Now I don't know what they rent to or who buys them. God. That is just lovely. There is nothing nice about any of this. And they just love these kind of colors. Orange, I think that is. Yuck. Well, I gotta say, the dynamics of this area sure have changed. Man, it is just run down. Just see so many scary scowls walking around. It is very scary. Now look at that. They graffitied this truck. Lovely. Ooh. God, does it get any worse? I'm not sure if it does. These are just horrifying. Right back there, I think I just witnessed a drug deal. But, you know, I didn't really want to film it because you never know if those guys are watching. They might, you know, try to hunt you down or something. Well, more of these interesting trailer parks. This one's a slightly nicer one. But, my God, the neighborhood around it, I wouldn't want to live in there. Well, all it needs is a good wash, I suppose. Sky's a little bright today. Oh, this guy's got some tattoos. No shirt, got the kind of like those khaki short things, or not khaki, but they call them that. Like the Dickie shorts, flip-flops on. Yeah. Didn't look like he was a real friendly feller. Man, look at that. God, what was that? Was that 4 cars in the yard and driveway? I just can't understand how they have that in a 600 square foot house. Well, I don't know what's going on in this park, but I don't think I was invited. Looks like cards or something. Some kind of gambling. Interesting. And it's a nice looking park, but man, do those guys look scary. Everybody had a scowl on their face. Maybe that's because they're in the right next to the trailer park full of single wides. Oh, that looks like a great place to live. Just move in. God, yikes. Look at all the mailboxes. Ooh, and some are just like trailers. Yuck. Ooh, man, I didn't know it'd get any worse than that. Oh, I love the truck full of trash and stuff. God, it's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. They got a front house and a back house. I don't know if you can even see that in the video, but man, it was just lovely. Well, if I were to guess, I would think the crime in Hemet comes from San Jacinto. Whew, this place is just full of scariness. Cringy is exactly the word for this place. Just makes you cringe a bit, and you're just kind of going, I wonder if it's very safe for me to walk outside anywhere. Why did they paint it that dark, and the condition of the roof? Thank you, Gavin Newsom, for making roofing so expensive. They'll probably never get a new roof. I think it's Title 24. Look that up. You'll be surprised how much more it costs for a roof because of Title 24. Like, do you think these people really care if they have an energy efficient roof? They're not even running their air conditioning. They can't even afford to turn it on, but they have to have a Title 24 roof in this area too. It's absolutely insane. That looks great. Just love all the stuff in the yard. Just whatever kind of trash you have, don't bother putting it on the street. Just put it in your front yard. The biggest thing around here is definitely the roofs, guys. Lots of bad roofs. And whoa, oh, is that a sectional out front? Lovely. Looks like a sectional from like a restaurant or something right out in the front yard. Oh, that is just so sightly. Then you go down the section of the roads like these and you kind of go, hey, that's decent. Decent. Very nice. Decent. No, it's a little cluttery. And then you run into stuff like this. Lovely. Ah, that is just so awesome. Second-hand couch if you're looking for one. It's only, just got a few rodents in it. All right, well, let's put it on Curb Alerts and Craigslist. We'll be fine. Or you can always buy a home right up here, just literally walking distance from that other area. That's why I'm saying you got to really watch yourself. Go through it at night and see what's really going on, because you might be really readily surprised at night, especially on a Friday or Saturday night. Yeah. And you've got all those nice ones, and then this guy just really manicures his yard. That is great. But again, no trash on the ground so far. I'm really surprised. It's actually I'm actually just kind of disappointed. I expect to see trash. And listen, if you live in a neighborhood and it's got trash on the ground, it doesn't matter whose it is. Pick it up, please. It's your neighborhood. Some guy says, oh, well, that's the government's job to pick up the trash. Really? Really? You know what? If you lived on this street and there was a pile of trash in the road, what you do is you just get out, around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, when everybody's getting home from work, whenever that is, and you make sure that everybody can see you, and you take your little trash can dumpster thing, like one of these over here, okay, and you just roll it down the middle of the street, down straight up the middle of the street, open and notoriously, with your rake and your shovel, and you just go down the street and let everybody see you go pick it up. Guess what happens the next time there's trash on the ground? Well, it might not be that time, but maybe the time after that. Wow. What is with that garage door? Yuck. But after a short while of doing that, everybody joins in. It's just amazing. It happens just like that, you guys. So don't think it's all this real big deal or anything. Like for instance, if you saw this little piece of trash right here, you just go down there, open and notorious, pick it up. It's not your trash. It doesn't matter whose trash it is. It's on your street in your neighborhood. So pick the damn stuff up. Makes the street look better. All of a sudden, everybody starts to look like this. Nice looking houses. Because see, you picked up the trash. It's just that simple, you guys. They get mad at me for putting stuff like that in the video. So this little neighborhood doesn't look too bad really, but I'm literally 2 blocks away from the garbage, so I'm just not thinking it would be. I don't know. And again, it's right near a school, that stuff is, and all those kids from those neighborhoods all go to the same school. Yeah. District transfer maybe? I don't know. Whatever you need to do if you have to live out here. Well, so far the trailer parks out in San Jacinto make the ones in Hemet look like luxury trailer parks. Note the single wides. Yeah, like 50s single wides. Kind of give you an idea. It's just a little on the downside for sure. Sometimes you go through a nice neighborhood and then you run into this sort of thing. Yuck. Maybe there's a drunk driving problem around here? Don't know. And this one's for sale. It looks like a foreclosure or rental that just went bad. And note the one next door has the bars on the windows. Yeah. The roofs, guys. We're going to be having some problems with that. Well, I noticed this car over here kind of looks a little rough. It says private property, no soliciting. And across the street is this loveliness. God, broken car in the front. Hasn't been mowed in like, I don't know, 6 months or so. RV out back, loads of trash on the ground around the trailer that they don't pay for trash service. Yikes. Lovely. Boarded up, I suppose, and then they're still living in it. What is that? I don't know if you guys can even see. And then just the mountains of trash next to the trash cans. Lovely. Well, San Jacinto seems to love to pave the whole front yard like the others. Hell, some of them don't even bother. They just leave the dirt there. Never get any grass and just park in the yard. It's fine. Seems like every car has a guy sitting in it with a cig hanging out of his mouth and a few dents all over it, some scratches, and hasn't been washed in like 5 years. That's the kind of cars I'm seeing a lot of around here. I mean, that's a nice old pickup. Cool. ski nautique boat? That's not cheap. But man, the yards of the people next door just isn't working. Ah, the sights to see in this town. The businesses just look so inviting. It is just lovely. Golly, it's just like almost every... Oh, there's some homeless guys, huh? The first ones I've seen yet, but I know they're around. I just haven't been down the streets that they're on. Been just totally engulfed in enjoying the neighborhoods. They're just lovely. I know how they just bust out a trailer park right down the main drag. It's just really weird. Well, I've always thought this place was interesting. I'm not sure if it's in Hemet or San Jacinto still, I suppose. Not sure where the line is, but it's up here somewhere. Oh, the Asian Grill Super Buffet. Certain it's gone. But they still have their signs up just in case you want to rent it out. Wow, that's an interesting scooter thing for an old person to be driving on the road. That did not look very safe. You got these really thriving shopping centers like this one. Well, this guy, since this place is so thriving, just decided to camp here, and nobody seems to care. Yeah, road work at one point. It's such a safe shopping center that they locked the back of it. They have a really big social services office. Kind of makes sense with the area. My good old dad was supervisor at one point over Hemet, Corona, Riverside. God, he hated that job, but Riverside, Department of Social Services. Lovely. It's this whole complex. Wow. What a way to grow. Come on to Hemet, get your welfare checks, line up in line. SSI, Social Security. And this is just a sight to see. Oh, this lady's dropping off blankets for him. How nice of her. That is just great. Well, I couldn't afford pavement, so I just made the dirt smooth. But Mike, you're just bagging on the poor people. No, you know what? This state has jacked this up. This was not like this even in 2010 or earlier. It was not like this. No, I was out here a lot. I was doing work out here and stuff, and no, this wasn't even like this then. This is because of the state of California and what they're doing with everything to make everything more expensive, make it cost more, make rents go up, and all this stuff, and it's leading to people living like this. With the mattresses on the side of the road. Or if you need to, just leave your trash in the front yard, it's fine. And yes, according to the signs, this is Hemet. Had people tell me that I was in San Jacinto last time. Thriving businesses. So now we've gone in from San Jacinto back, we're heading towards Hemet here, we're getting into Hemet. So this is the kind of stuff I've been looking at, just absolute filth and trash and junk everywhere. It's like Hemet just brings in the mattresses and trash and all kinds of stuff. Interesting people too. Oh, is that a jumpy in the front yard? I guess that works. Wow. Oh, I don't think I've been down this street. This is just great. I love this. Beetle out front. Cool. Some not so nice, some nice, but man, there is so many cars on the street around here. I mean, every spot's taken. Just tells me that maybe it's possible there's more than one family in those homes. But look at this loveliness over here. God, this looks like a boat somebody's living in. Wow. I don't know what's up with that trailer. Interesting. Man, it just blends right in with San Jacinto over in this part of town. Huh. Definitely live in. And some of the guys around here just look so scary. very interesting. Just park your RV somewheres and you're fine. Wow, these houses are absolutely shocking. Definitely no drunk driving problems around here. Nope, that's for sure. My God, it says slow down. Oh, all kinds of signs on that house. Just litter everywhere in the yards. Oh, man, these are just lovely. It's so funny. I looked at some of the videos and it's so hard to see this stuff that I'm seeing. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I had a better way to film it. In all those old wrecked homes and this guy with his American flag. Thank you. I love your flag. And, you know, he's doing a good job of keeping his yard up. You got these guys and this guy over here. Just look. And the people in the yard. Oh my God. I couldn't even film it. Just looks scary. Flat out. When they have neighborhoods like that, just a few blocks away from your nice home, I'm sorry, it just kind of takes away from it. It can make it pretty darn unsafe. You know, you park your car somewhere and might get broken into. Good chance. Liquor store. Oh yeah, here we go. We got the liquor store alert. And just a little bit of, I don't know, scribbling. And see, I don't know if you can see that. What does that say on that sign? Hemet. Right near the hospital. So that'll tell you, make sure, no, take a Uber to the hospital, for God's sakes. I can see, I parked my car in the hospital. I came outside and all the windows were broken out. Everything was in it was gone. That is a homeless person. Guys, the ones I'm pointing out are the drug infested ones. There's homeless people everywhere. They're all over the place, not just in this city, in every city. And a lot of them are invisible. That thing is not closed. Nope. And here you are, right next to the hospital with this loveliness. That's great. Very safe neighborhood. I went to the hospital and I came out and my car was gone. Look at this boarded up thing too. That's all boarded up. You can see that. And literally we're right across from the hospital. Wow. Look at this. All medical offices gone. Well, we didn't pay our bills, so what happens? Another home right up the street from the other one, boarded up too. Wow. I mean, we have a housing shortage. And there's all these boarded up homes. Shuffleboard of City of Hemet. Nice. Yeah, but you can play shuffleboard just fine. But I'm not so sure I would in this park. Yeah. Maybe that's a reason why they have all those boarded up buildings. Maybe these guys just burned them down. It's like tons of homeless around here. Crazy. It looks to me like the worst kind too, the ones that steal. These guys didn't look like they were just riding bikes for fun. They're perusing for the next deal. Wow. Lock your car. Well, it won't matter. Just leave it open. They'll just break the glass. Yeah, like they did over there. Well, actually, that's an air conditioner in the window. Nah, my bad. Maybe they broke the glass, so they just put an air conditioner in there for the heck of it. Oh, this building's lovely. Hey, look at this. Rental opportunity available. Was that a mortuary it used to be or something? It's done. Whatever it is empty. Right across the street from the house with bars in the window. The lovely alleys of this town. It used to be a senior community with banks and all this stuff, and all the homeless came in here and just tore it to pieces over the last 10 years. Well, it's happened over the last probably 20, but it got a whole lot worse over the last 10. I remember working out here in 2006, and it really wasn't that bad at all. It was just, you know, normal, a little bit, you know, rural town thing. So right in front of the police department is this group of homeless people. I guess they're well protected there. I feel bad for the police around here, trying to fight crime with all Gavin Newsom's restrictions. You know, he's made it so that they can't even do their job. Watch some of these videos on this stuff, guys, with the police officers and sheriffs. Just pleading out for whatever they can get anybody to do. They're just like, somebody do something. They made it impossible for us to do our job. And they're still trying to work and do their job. I just feel for them. Oh, another boarded up one. God. Right in this area, there's been, I don't know how many so far. Housing shortage and boarded up homes right in Hemet. Wow. The graffiti tells you maybe, you know, there's no problems around here, I'm sure. Dirt bike, anyone? It's got it for sale. Wow. Probably used to ride it to work. Oh, that sucker's there is just thriving. Oh, this guy's got lock 'em up windows. Huh. Good idea. I think I'd have lock 'em up windows around here. Sale center discount. Huh. Interesting. And homeless people out in front all around here. I would just have to go drive through it. Well, I'm a bit confused. It says now hiring, and then there's some old signage, some kind of like pizza and pasta. Then it says something else on the building next to that. Mexican restaurant, I'm thinking. Can't really read it. But I'll tell you, it makes me just want to go right in there and just buy something. Well, thank you for the lovely trash, guys. Yuck. Seems to come around where there's just these transient homeless. Like this guy over here. Got something interesting going on over here. I don't know. Disabled, maybe? That makes me feel bad. It makes me think maybe they were veterans, you know, and that just shouldn't be happening, you guys. You guys know that. Another look at the discount center. Looks just inviting. Sale discount. So this is lovely. Breakfast $5.99. It's gone. What's this? Same place. Looks like it's gone. What happened here? Just broke the glass down. And the, what is the Elite Bar and Lounge? Looks like it's empty as well. Anyone surprised? Yeah. This one says Sweets Grill too. $5.99. Deliveries call so and so. That's been vacant for years. Still's got signs up. Good old lovely downtown Hemet. Thriving. Just love this. Well, I gotta tell you guys, it looks like this area in downtown has just gotten neglected. I mean, that just looks lovely. And that's never been graffitied there. Nope. This here looks like a construction project that just lost its funding. Looks like it's been going on for years and just somebody gave up. Wow. I guess this is just to keep the homeless out. Probably doesn't even work. So what does bonzo mean? Who knows? But it's on this wrecked building over here. Nice, right in the middle of downtown. The old school downtown. Well, I feel bad for this little burger joint trying to make it right in the middle of all that mess. Looks like they're doing okay. Nice flag, dude. I think I've been asked for change at least 30 times in this parking lot here before. So not far up from the other ones, there's this empty thing. I don't know if it's empty or not. There's a guy back there working on his car. Oh my God, maybe somebody just tried to break in the window. Lovely. Just let the flies in. It's fine. Then what happened there? Construction? No, I think the roof got blown off of that one. Wow, somebody lives in that? Oh my God, this is just, it's like an old hotel that's been turned into some sort of apartments that are like 200 square feet each. Who ever thought that wouldn't have crime in it? Eviction and bulldozer be the greatest solution ever. And Johnny Popo right around here because there's so much stuff going on. Look at the bars on that. Wow. Graffiti on the trash cans tells you something. God, I don't think I'd want to rent one of these places. Oh, it goes all the way through. Whatever that festering piece of garbage place is. God, I could just see the crime going through there every night. Would be just lovely. And if that's not enough for you, you can always hang your stuff on the fence. Now that is so sightly. Just love it. No crime, no gangs. None of that's going on around here. Nope. Nothing. It's fine. None of that. Just great family living, I'm sure. I wonder what happened to the Hemet stock farm. Guess it became housing. At least part of it did, and a lot of it's just vacant land. Quite interesting. That place gotta be thriving and successful. Or you too could step it up and move into a duplex here. Ooh, that would just be great. And yep, it still says Hemet, so I guess I'm still there. Now this looks interesting. A group of lowriders. Everything's fine. Nope, this street's on the not list. Wouldn't be renting around here. No way. It is really bad. This is worse than some of the other areas. You know, maybe I should show you guys some of the nicer parts of Hemet just so you know what it's like. There are some places that aren't so bad. Like there's East Hemet, which isn't that bad over there if you can get over there. Again, the problem is you'll be shopping in the part of town where these guys live, so keep that in mind. Honestly, guys, it is really sad. This town was not like this. Never like this when I was younger. It was a nice seniors town. It was hot. Yeah, you know, in the summer, 108, 110, it's possible. Quite a few days. You might even get 115. I think probably the hottest I think I've ever heard of out here is like 117 or something like that. But it's a rare occasion. Usually 110 is kind of average, I want to say, in the summer. 108, 110. But yeah, there are places out here that aren't terrible, but there are some places that are really terrible. In fact, in Riverside, where I live, it's gotten exponentially worse. There's way more homeless people than there ever has been. They're just wandering through neighborhoods, kind of like what's happening here, but it's not to the magnitude it is here, obviously. The problem with living out in Hemet is the traffic to get into town is really brutal. It's because you're not going to work out here. There really is no work out here unless you work from home. Then it could be okay. But if you have to work, commute into town, you're going to have to deal with a lot of road rage, a lot of crazy drivers, angry Karens. You know, it's just all kinds of stuff out here. So, you know, I've even considered sending my brother out here to live because, you know, it's just so expensive to buy anything. Like over here at the bank, of course. Oh, you know what's lovely? I think today's the end of the month. Does that mean it's government check day? Maybe there'll be some, oh yeah, of course, the RV right out in front of the bank. He's not camping either. Lovely. This neighborhood on this side is kind of interesting too. Maybe we'll go take a look at it. It's been a while since I've been over here, so I don't know what's over here. Oh, there's that. Oh, that is just lovely. Right in front. Oh man, that is just great. So you gotta watch out for stuff like that. It's just like, one of these style homes, and they're so expensive still. I mean, like $350,000 for this stuff. I mean, God, the payment on that is epic. I don't know how somebody can do that on these 7% rate. You're probably talking about what, $2,000, $2,500 a month to live in here. $2,500 probably at least to live out here in the middle of nowhere in a piece of crap like that. You know, and the funny thing is even out in East Hemet, where it's a little nicer, and there's some homes up there by Nob Hill, and then there's some homes. I'm going towards Mount San Jacinto, so way over on that far into town that aren't so bad. You know, those areas you can probably pick something up, like somebody wrecked into that car if you didn't notice, just driving along here, you know, drunk, whatever. So again, you got that issue as well. Ooh, cluttery. Whew. Man, that is ugly. So maybe we'll head up to East Hemet for a minute, but there's just so much garbage out here. It's just crazy. There's a lot more garbage to show. Believe me, I'm not even touching this stuff. There's just like streets and streets and streets of this. So even up in East Hemet where they have bigger lots, I think I'm in East Hemet now, it doesn't look very good. Where they have bigger lots, they have like 1 acre lots and half-acre lots, you know, a little bigger homes and stuff like that. You're talking $550,000 right now at a 7% rate. What's that payment? Anybody got a calculator on them? It's like a home like this with rundown wrought iron out here, probably about $500,000, $550,000, and you're talking about a payment of like $4,000 plus a month, $4,500 a month. Who the heck can afford to live out here in the middle of nowhere and pay that kind of money? You know, I know the housing market's going to crash. It's definitely going to come down quite a bit, but still, even at the 2% rate, when they had, it was like $3,500 a month to live out here in the middle of nowhere and be really far from the cities and jobs, you know, and in an area where you've got to, you know, basically you want to pack a weapon to go to a grocery store. It just looks terrible to me. You know, it's, look at here, it's just covered, it's just junk. It's just crazy. But out that way towards the mountains over there, there's some nicer homes. There's Nob Hill in the middle. It's kind of, well, geez, it's just like, God, I'm seeing so much more garbage than I used to see here. Holy crap, oh my God. Those are apartments and people live in them. Like the housing around Nob Hill, some of that's pretty good. There's some hit and miss. There's some decent, some not so decent. But I'm just looking, these areas were not that bad. And now they're just horrifying. Hit and miss. You got these apartments out here. It is just awful. See, that's Nob Hill. They have some sort of like buffalo. It's like somebody owns that or something. I've seen buffalo up there, zoo animals, and all kinds of garbage. But it's kind of interesting, you know. But most of this town has gotten so bad. It's just not like it was, you know. 10 years ago, it wasn't like this, or it was like, maybe, see, it's about 2010, before the mortgage crash too. I would say in like 2006, it was not bad. It was really not bad out here. You know, it it was a lot more older people. There was a lot of people that just lived out here and they would commute to town, and but it seems like just the trash has just moved out here. Just all the like gangy looking guys and trash. Some guy says, oh, all the Hispanic people you're saying are gangs. No, I don't. Not at all. That is not true. I am not a racist. So don't say stuff like that. That is absolutely not true. I believe everybody, no matter what your skin color is equal. And that doesn't make any difference. But when I talked about people that I was saying might be gang members, I was talking about immigrants. You just don't know. Be careful. I'm not saying that they are. Okay, I don't know. But be careful. God, this area has gone to hell too. Man, this has just gone south. Even out here. Well, the Nob Hill house still looks pretty good. But all the rest of it, I don't know. There's a lot of bars on the windows. It's really changed. These newer tracks I was going to show you, I'll show you these real quick and then we're going to end the video. But up here, these newer tracks, and I don't know if it's Hemet or San Jacinto because it's kind of a slippery line around here. These used to be pretty nice. And some of these even were with the larger lots. They don't look like they are now. No. There's like a lot of RV rentals in their front yard as well. But this area right up here wasn't that bad. Let's take a look at it now. It'll shock me if it is. See, like these don't look terrible. They don't look terrible. Not bad. Then you got a bus back there, kind of interesting. That's kind of funny. But these homes right in here used to be pretty good. Now, I don't know, I guess this is still Hemet. It's right in here, you kind of have the slippery line of becomes San Jacinto. I think it's straight ahead a little further. But these used to be pretty good. This neighborhood, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look like it's changed that much, but I do see a lot more cars than I used to. And the houses do look a little more run down than they used to. It used to be manicured houses along here pretty well. And they're kind of not so much now. I mean, they're not ugly or terrible, but they don't look like they used to at all. So, yeah, on this side of the Nob Hill, I'm just trying to bury myself, but this whole area right in here used to be pretty good. And so it's really, I'd say this area is not bad. This is probably, you know, a livable place. And this is north of Nob Hill, okay? But the last time I looked, these houses were in the like 400,000 range. Honestly, there's no possible way I'd pay. I would rather take my stuff and move to another state than move out here for 400 grand. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even consider it. Tell me, leave the comments below if you guys like me showing you guys the neighborhoods that are nicer, and maybe I can show that towards the end of the videos if you want. If you're like, some of you guys are just looking at these things for cities to shop in. So this, again, this neighborhood wasn't that bad. This is, I think we're in San Jacinto now, so yeah, I think it is San Jacinto. So so like I said, these are not too bad. San Jacinto, I think they're San Jacinto. It's hit and miss though. I tell you right now, if you're gonna think about buying a house, come out here. Definitely come at night on the weekends. See what you're looking at. You might not like what you find. I don't know. But these used to be pretty nice, and they are quite a bit more run down than when I was out here last. This whole tract is. It used to be pretty nice. I think I'm going back towards Hemet now. I'm not sure. What's the sign say? Yeah, it's San Jacinto. So it's right on the edge of Hemet, San Jacinto. Not bad. These are probably okay. So if you're looking out in this area, you might find something decent. Just telling you. And it looks like there's only one way in and out of this particular track. So, that's good. Because if there's one way in and out, then the criminals don't like to go do crime in there, because if they can't get out but one way, then they don't like to go in there because they can get trapped in. And so, you know, keep that in mind. Something like this area, this is off Bastille and Meridian in San Jacinto. So again, right here, this black walnut, I think this area is good. Let's look. I know this immediate area was really good. This was pretty nice. Let's see if it is still. All right. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, look at the yards. Nice. And they're big lots. This area, I would say, is not bad. Yeah, they don't have grass and stuff like that, but I mean, a lot of people are just ripping it out or not watering it anyway because it's so expensive to maintain. But they did have nice looking dirt, so that's not, you know, yeah, I would say this neighborhood is definitely still pretty good. So Park and English, that area, right around that area, I know this area, and there's the buffalo out there. There you go. I think I was lying. And these are like a little smaller homes here in this same immediate area. And again, they still look pretty good. They're a little bit run down. The paint on them's kind of faded on a lot of them, but really not a bad little nook of homes in here. I'd say this area here is pretty good. So listen, listen, every town I go to has areas like this, but you gotta go spend the time and drive through them, because you know, don't just go and look and go, oh, there's a couple of good homes. Go all the way through the whole neighborhood, because if you've got 5 or 6 bad homes in one neighborhood, those people are all going to be jumping your fence. And you know, this area right here, what is that? Mountain, M-O-U-T, mountain. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for the car that's all damaged in your front yard. It's getting, yeah, I was gonna say this isn't too bad. This guy's garage door, I don't know about that, but I mean, this doesn't look like it's terrible. It's starting to go downhill though. So there's, I don't know, this street here, I would say all these homes in this little area are probably not bad. You know, it's all hit and miss. You got to go through, like I said, and look at the homes in the area and see what you got. You know, see what's up. That guy got a just walking his dog, kind of weird looking though. But anyway, yeah, these homes aren't bad. I'm gonna say these homes still are pretty good. This area was pretty good before. It's kind of not too bad now. But again, look at the prices, and you know, you can find an older home if you're having to go all the way to Orange County or something. You can find an older home in Riverside, and you can, that are in good areas. There's good areas over by the University of what's that called? Trying to think the name. The Cal Baptist University. It's pretty good. And there's homes over in that area that are pretty good homes, and better, you know, might be as good as this area. This is a little newer and nicer though, as far as that goes. Park Hill. This area is good. So I don't know if I'm still in Hemet. Again, it's kind of a weird line in here. That's why I wanted to film both of these at the same time, because it's kind of weird where the one city stops and the next one starts, and I guess this is still Hemet from the looks of the sign, I think. I couldn't really tell. When it comes to San Jacinto, might be San Jacinto on one side of the road, Hemet on the other. Some of this area, so. But anyway, these are not bad. Okay, this whole area, you could probably find something over here if you need to live out in Hemet. This is not a bad area, and the crime isn't bad too, because they got to walk a ways or ride their bike a long ways over here, and it's uphill and it's not as fun to get to. So anyway, all right, well, that's it for this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the nice stuff as well as the bad. If you did enjoy the nice stuff, if you want to see that, let me know, and I'll try and find nicer areas in some of the cities. But I can tell you, even those nicer areas are way more run down than they used to be. They're way worse. Okay, they used to be nicer, and now they're kind of not as nice. So it's just because the paint. I mean, who can afford paint now? I mean, what happened? California put a whole bunch of fees on it. It's like, geez, no wonder why nobody can afford paint. Some of these houses over here, the older ones, are not too bad either. I'm going to say some of these half-acre lots are not bad. But anyway, you got to kind of drive around Knob Hill. There's some good homes, and out in the far end, way up ahead, and I'm trying to think of the other area. Also, right when you first come into town, there's some trailer parks up in there that you can actually own the land that the trailer's on. Really aren't too bad. So anyway, it's pretty good as far as this part goes. But then you all of a sudden you just hit this garbage. It's just like, what? How many cars in that yard? Oh my God. And it just changes real quick. These houses maybe not so bad down there, but it just changes. You gotta watch it. Go around the neighborhood, drive around a couple square miles around where you want to buy. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Please like, share, subscribe. Wow, in San Jacinto downtown, look at this. I mean, I think the homeless have broken in there so many times that they just had to put up new boards, trying to board that whole thing up. Horrible. Little Italian restaurant back there that used to be there is just glass is all broken out of the front of it. There's just so much garbage here in San Jacinto. God, it was not like this. Of course, there's a liquor store that's thriving right on the corner. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, and then this building's all boarded up. Wow. That's like a medical office or something. Gone. And is it a child care place? I don't think I would want my kid there. Jeez. Wow. This is some crazy stuff. And the fire station looks good. I'm certain that wasn't graffiti. It just, some kind of touch-up problem.